all-star teams at Nicholson, and Maxwell was the star. Couldn't nobody stop that motherfucker. And everybody knew that Maxwell was the star. Maxwell was one bad motherfucker. Fuck saying, shut your mouth. That motherfucker was bad. And I ain't gonna lie, he was bad for years. He was bad for years. But he almost sounded like Dolomite. And to finally his time was called, that motherfucker had to roll up and shoot his last bucket, and he made it. And when he made that last bucket,
what about my arm?
What?
What about when I went out with my arm surgery during the playoff game? But I had to come back left-handed.
Yeah, when that motherfucker left-handed, right-handed, that nigga shoot off his foot, his knee. That motherfucker kick the ball and make it go in. That motherfucker could run down, bounce the ball, and hit it in with his head. This motherfucker, it wasn't nothing he could do. This motherfucker was one tough, bad mother. You know, if they had a Dolomite in a basketball court, that would be Maxwell. Because he could do some tricks and he'd make a motherfucker mad.
Yeah.
You know, he could make a motherfucker mad and get after him, and all of a sudden he would come back on their ass with some kind of joke and make their ass look worse than what he did the first time.
Exactly, man.
That's all I can say. This motherfucker, he could change shoes in the middle of the court.
I did that.
And then whoop somebody's ass. He could tell you how much he gonna beat you by. By the time the game is over. He was bad. Maxwell, he was one bad motherfucker.
Thank you, Greg. Hey, Greg. And how you know that? You had the key to the gym. You had to let me in.
Well, not only that.
I had to get inside that gym.
Right, I had the key to the gym, and anybody
whoever had it.
Man, Maxwell could be in here at 3 o'clock in the morning.
And I was.
And believe me, it can't happen like that now because ain't nobody gonna let you in at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right. See, Maxwell had all the love though.
Back in the days, you know, people had love because people had love in the community for the love of the gym because that was the number one place to go. You knew that was the safest place to go. You knew that was the place where you wanted to get there before Maxwell get there.
Yeah, you wanted to play all your games before he got there.
Because if you got there when he got there, you would say, "Oh shit."
I don't care what kind of brand new tennis shoes you got on, or how many wristbands you got on,
or if you're playing 3-on-3 or 5-on-5, you wish you was on that team.
Right.
Because you know that whatever he do, something gonna happen to make that team win.
Whoa.
And that was Maxwell, whatever that was.
Hey, listen, man, that's right. I don't got no second place trophies in my house.
Well, shit, the motherfucker don't even got first place trophy because all the trophy he's got, he won them before first place. He was before they said first place. This motherfucker had trophies up there, like 2 hands up. We won the championship. There wasn't no first place. Championship. That was Maxwell.
Oh yeah, bro. It's not. I'm talking about now. You first open the door and walk in the gym. I was making shots, scooping them in the basket.
Yeah, this motherfucker.
Off the roof. What about up there, dog? When I threw the ball off the roof.
I always go behind the court, and I used to go sometime behind the gym. I mean, after I closed the gym, just to try to practice what Maxwell was doing. And saying shit, Maxwell could do this. I'd be in the gym by myself because I got the keys. I'd be in the gym by myself. I go on top of the court. On top of the stands. I think I made it once or twice.
Right.
But goddamn, this motherfucker was making it all the time and shit.
Yo, that gym saved our life. It saved my life.
Yeah, it saved my life. And it saved a lot of other people. I had a lot of people come to
the gym saved my life.
Yeah, it did.
Yep. Once you got it, like you said, and it was always programs every single time.
I mean, it dawned on me. You know, I don't think about it, but I have.
You don't think about it. When I think about it, I got to say, wait a minute. I grew up in the gym. I thought they saying just it's not just a project.
Right, it's the gym.
We gym boys.
We are gym boys because I had a lot of people come up to me and tell me, Greg, man, thank you. You saved me. I'm like,
No, once that gym up, what time in the mornings I was coming, dog?
man, you know, because if we go back and we look at Earl Jones and not John Jones, they used
They
to have
brother,
a gym
yeah,
over. They had
right.
you used to have a gym over until 9 o'clock every night, 10 o'clock every night.
They wouldn't close it, dog. One
Right.
thing we get them love, folk, they didn't close the gym.
Right, and that's the whole thing.
We got to get them love, the Joneses.
And so, you know, some of the things that they did, you know, and we look at that. And
What's their name again?
Huh?
Earl Jones,
Earl Jones,
and
John
John Jones,
We had Rock. We had
Rock, Miss Elliott,
Swager.
Mr.
Oh, when we
Swager.
talk about Miss Elliott, when we talk about Miss Elliott, when she left the gym, she went over to Van Ness, St. Andrews. When they went to St. Andrews Park, her and Billy, they changed that park all the way around.
Sure
Billy
did.
used to call me and say, Greg, come over here, man. Look at this. They got gunshot holes right here. But then later on, that park turned around and became one of the best parks in the city of Los Angeles.
That's
They
right.
had people coming from San Bernardino and everywhere to have their kids in that park in the program.
That's right.
And so, you know, they turned it around.
And I grew up under them.
Right, you grew up under them. You most definitely did. And so that, I mean, but you know, them is two great leaders
That was our era. That made it. They was like our mother and fathers.
right.
I'm saying me, not you.
Right,
My
because
age
you-
group.
okay,
My age
you know,
group.
But you know, what I mean, but that's the people I was working with. But you know,
And then you stuck with them, and I came of age, and you
Right.
understood that, okay, he a gym boy, he wanted this connection.
right,
You understood that. So whenever I come up, you was always, everybody was trying to come up, but I was always different because they wasn't around in that era. And like, you was connecting up, you was almost going like, when they retire, I got it. Or if they move, I got it. That's why you was hanging, not really hanging.
Well, you
This-
know, I was there because I was in front
You was
of
always
them
there.
a lot.
Right.
And, but I was a gym boy because I was there since the '60s, and I was the only person that could go check out toys from the toy loan. You know, back in the '60s. And so, you know, and then when it was a white lady that ran it, you know, but
Where?
at the gym.
Who you talking about, Laura?
No,
Lorraine?
No, before this, way before her time. I'm talking about when I was a little kid.
Whoa.
I'm talking about. I mean, I'm like a kid on a tricycle, and I go check out toys from the toy loan, and then
Where was the toy loan at?
It was in the gym, in the little gym, in the back, but other kids couldn't check out toys and take them home and bring them back.
Right.
I could.
I remember that now. I didn't know it was called Toy Loan.
Well, you know.
No, and then it branched off to y'all had the caroms and all that out.
The take.
But you had to check out.
Okay, yeah.
You had to get a coat or a
but-
sweater.
But okay, but I could check. I used to be able to come in and check out stuff. I'm talking about back in the day, and other people couldn't check out stuff. You know, and so that was. I mean, I think I was already gifted, but I still had my problems.
And the thing, everybody had problems. No. Everybody. So we can, you know, it's like
Right, okay.
we overcame them. Like I had
Right.
my problems. You had yours. We overcame them because of the gym. That's what I'm saying. And if we was strayed away from the gym,
But
it would
you
got
know-
worse.
But you know what? You're right. Because I remember
Your
when-
problem is your problem, but when it was time to play basketball, you got on somebody's team.
Yeah,
So-
it was teamwork. I mean,
See,
everybody-
right
that's
there.
what it was.
Yeah.
You know, when
Yeah.
coming to the gym, you had team
Yeah,
players.
Billy.
And
Somebody said you got to get on his team. You got to
yeah,
play.
Yeah, you're right. When it came
All
to
right,
football,
then.
basketball,
Yeah, you had to play.
And when it came to everything else that was going on at the gym, you had the carrying boards.
Mm-hmm.
You had a little train set that would sit up in the stage. The Globetrotter even came to play there.
Oh, I was up to that day.
Okay,
I
yeah.
know who they played against.
Yeah, it was
They played
who-
against the Bounty Hunters.
No, they played against. It
They-
was Docky. It was
Man, listen, it was
Doc-
Hard Rock. It was Ricky Bryant. It was Ethan.
It was
Then Docky now. Yeah, I remember.
Okay, and then when you look at that, you even had Earth, Wind, and Fire perform on Back in the Stage before in the days.
Hey, who sang? No, it was Earth, Wind, and Fire, and what you call it? Who sang this song? There's a worm in the ground.
That's,
it says, and he lives
Funky
6
Worm
feet
is,
down. He only comes around.
That was
Ohio players,
Yeah,
nigga.
that was Ohio players, right?
They came to the gym.
Okay, well there was so many people that came. Well, now
Right.
And these
So it
days,
spread it to you. No. You was after that. I'm just saying this was in the 60s. This was like
Right,
six.
right.
This was the last.
okay,
And then you Got it.
When we took,
But we understanding what they was doing.
right, you know.
I was out there when they had the bonfires in the gym field. You wasn't out there.
I was out there.
How many bonfires?
Man, you gotta remember, I started putting the money on the poles after they did. I started that back up.
No, go get that. The bonfires. It was 15.
The bonfires.
It was 15 of them out there on the gym field.
No, the bonfires came when we had the Halloween programs and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But what I'm saying
but
is
the fire department stopped at that because they figured it was a fire hazard, and so that's why the bonfire stopped. Just like a lot of other things during Halloween.
You probably don't know. Just give me a year on that.
Man,
I'm gonna tell you because I was out there with the bonfires and the grease balls. The first grease, early 70s.
Yeah, it was, and that's when the bonfire was.
69 and 70. That's when the first was.
Okay, and then we go back into where they was doing the skating.
That came later.
It came later, but these are programs that was going on when we
kept us out of jail. We talking about the bonfire. That was a program. The pole. That was the program.
And then we started sending the kids to camp. And let me see. What I'm trying to figure out, we send kids to camp.